welcome to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I'm Grant Simpson here with head women's basketball coach, Coach G. You guys lost 2 conference games both at home in this week, but you did play some of your best basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I was really proud of Stents in both games. I think we're consistently growing and getting better, and there are still areas that we've got to improve on, like putting a 40-minute game together.
And speak about that North Georgia game. You're playing one of the top teams in the nation. You're able to compete hard really throughout the entire game and make them earn it, which they did. But still, there is some bright spots you can take away from that loss.
Absolutely. I was really proud of our defense in the first half. And really our consistency with our game plan. That was one of our keys to victory, was sticking to the game plan. We got in foul trouble. I think we had 3 kids with 3 fouls at halftime, and when you only play 7 players, that really affects what we can do defensively. So we had to shift to a zone, which I was not excited about. And that allowed them to get a few easy buckets. And, you know, they're a really great team. So when you take possessions off or you take low percentage shots, which in the third quarter we had several stints where we took really low percentage shots, and they capitalized on us in transition.
And newcomers Quadasia Langley and Tanai Gordon leading you guys in scoring. Langley with 13 points per game, Gordon with 10 points per game. What have they meant to the team?
Oh, I mean, they're huge. I think one thing that Tanaya kind of gets overlooked on is her just vision for the game. And she's a really, really good passer in her feel, and she's got a mid-range shot that's really tough to compete with. So when they're playing well together and we're playing five players strong on the court, really good things happen for us.
And with the 2 conference losses you're heading into this week, which you play Augusta midweek and then Clayton State, which you have them twice coming up next in 7 days, what's the message to the team trying to pick up that first conference win?
Taking it one day at a time and one game at a time. I think one thing that we're really excited about is the idea of getting better in practice, right? Taking advantage of the practice that we have and then making sure that we save legs through the course of this 10-day stretch. But we're excited to hopefully get a first road win and conference win on the road on Wednesday.
Coach, thank you. Wish you best of luck. Stay tuned for more of the Coaches Show after these minutes.
If you're looking for a place to enjoy good eats and good times, look no further than Sports Break. Great food, friendly service, and a fun atmosphere have been on the menu since 1990. So bring the family by for lunch, stop in to watch a game, or enjoy a late night with friends with some cold drinks while listening to live music at Sports Break.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I'm here with head wrestling coach Arcila. Coach, you guys went down to Louisville in a big national duel. You guys were pretty successful in that 5-1, I believe. You moved on from the first day to day 2. What did you see from your team?
A lot of resilience. You know, we blew out Fort Hays State. Our first match had a really tough, heartbreaking loss against West Liberty. You know, we ended up losing on the 5th criteria tiebreaker, and for our guys to respond after that, win 3 straight against top 15, top 10 opponents, really shows some resiliency to bounce back like that.
And you mentioned the tiebreaker loss to West Liberty, 12-2, 2 losses to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned the 3 wins in a row. Do you think that's pretty much a turning point, that 12-2 right now, you're heading to conference play? What are some realistic expectations after the 2 losses?
High expectations. You know, I feel like we've wrestled the toughest schedule in the country. You know, we've already wrestled 8 top 25 national ranked teams in America. We wrestled the number 3 NAIA ranked team in America. We've gone to the Midwest Classic. We've gone to the National Duels. We have really prepared our guys to make a run as we head into conference and NCAA Super Region competition.
And 3 guys in particular were perfect down in Louisville. Jeff Brower, David Hunsberger, and Rose Hall all win all of their matches. So what do you think they are setting the tone for the next couple of matches you have coming up in conference play and against the top NAIA schools?
Yeah, I mean, they're wrestling well. All 3 of those guys, and even James Joplin, he had 1 loss to the returning national champ. Elijah Rusk had 1 overtime loss to the returning All-American. I mean, we've got 5, 6, 7 guys that are really wrestling well right now, and that's really going to bode well for us as we head into regionals and nationals.
And you're heading to Gaffney to take on Limestone. What's the message to the team as you prepare for that?
Go out and dominate. Go out and dominate. We expect to dominate every team in our region. You know, that's the expectation now, and that's something we're looking to do moving forward.
And it's been quite a while since you guys wrestled there in Finest North. I know you can't wait for that. You got to take care of Limestone first, but
Right.
You got to be pumped up to eventually get back in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, we are, and a good opponent. Life University, they're ranked number 2 in NAI in America. They're a very good team. And I think it's going to be a very, very tightly contested duel. They've got some great kids. We've got some great kids. So next Thursday night here at Horn Arena, we're fired up to go.
Coach, thank you. Good luck. It's over. Stay tuned for more of the Bearcat Coaches Show.
Open since 1959, the Dixie Drive-In is home to the Dixie Cheese. A short-order restaurant with a family-friendly atmosphere, the Dixie Drive-In offers comfort foods like burgers, fries, and sweet tea. Located across the street from the Jeff May Complex at 600 Montague Avenue, be sure to plan your post-game meal at the Dixie Drive-In.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Coaches Show. I'm here with head men's basketball coach Omo Mazad. Coach, you guys were 1-1 in conference play last week. You did have a tough loss to Aiken, but you bounced back and beat a ranked North Georgia team. Overall, what were your thoughts on the week?
I mean, obviously, I wasn't pleased with the Aiken performance. There's no doubt in that. I think our guys disrespected the game by not having the right mentality. Warm-ups were sluggish, and I don't think we competed. I think it's that simple. I don't think we competed. Kudos to them. They had a good game plan. Definitely a better game plan than we came with. So Mark and them did a good job. But I don't think we had the right energy, the right mentality going into the game. I think we had a little bit of a hangover after the Carson Newman win. When things started to go awry, I don't think we had the right oomph and the necessary mental fortitude that you got to have every single night in the Peach Belt. And so I was disappointed with that, in the guys and in myself. Across the board, I'm not passing the buck at all. I could have done a much better job. And but then obviously in North Georgia, I thought we had the right mentality. I thought the guys played hard. I thought they played well. But they did what they're supposed to do. And I'm proud of them. That was a heck of a win. North Georgia's a good basketball team. I think we're a better basketball team. I do. And I think we did a good job. I think offensively we sputtered. I said it in the interview a little bit. It was my fault, though, partly. It really was. The culture meeting said should have let him get playing flow basketball, which was going extremely well. So, overall, I'm pleased with the week, though. It's hard to win.
The standout of the week, though, was Jacob Cooper. Had a career high against Aiken, followed that up with 15 points and a clutch free throw against North Georgia. The freshmen have really showed up during your time here. Last year, we saw Dom Stanford take home the freshman of the year. This year, Jacob Cooper's making a really nice case for that.
Yeah, he's a heck of a basketball player. Extremely, extremely intelligent, quick, handles the ball on a string, can finish, can make shots, can pass. Good defender. Can really impact the ball and blow screens up. Good defender. He's got two things. He's becoming more and more of a guy that has the rock, especially late game. He's got to make the right decision consistently. I thought he had, of the 4 halves last week, I thought he had 3 really good halves. And that last half versus North Georgia was arguably his worst half of the season. I don't think he played well at all on the offensive end. Defensively, he was still bringing it as he's learned that he has to play. And not exactly a basketball player, man. He's got to make the right play every single time. But he's special talent, special young man, good family, unbelievable. Very happy to have him here, and really smart basketball player.
You guys played your first 2 games of the season here at home,
Yeah.
And if I would have told you Noah Dunn would be your leading scorer heading into January, what would you have said?
Heck yeah, absolutely. I mean, we stat August all the way through October, right? All the way through, or September, all the way through October. Once we get rolling, I guess it's August 29th or whatever we got rolling, all the way through October, and he was the leading scorer in practice for sure. And ultimately, water always finds its level, right? And he can score, man. He can score. I thought he didn't defend again. I thought he was good offensively. I don't think he defended. I was capable of defending. Carson Newman game, he really defended well. Last week, he just didn't have the necessary mentality defensive that you got to have. You got to be locked in and sit and guard. But leading scorer, that's not surprising at all. I know people on the outside looking in probably thought, there's no way after the first 2, 3, 4, 5 games. But I think in this I've said it before to you, man. I think in this transfer era, you don't really know your team until the end of the first semester nowadays when you have so many new guys. So.
North Georgia coming in to Final Four, they had just had 1 loss. You're traveling to Augusta. this week. They just had one loss. You were able to knock off the nationally ranked North Georgia team. You're facing a nationally ranked Augusta team. What's the message to the team as you head into another tough conference game?
Yeah, it's a tough game. It's a tough game. It's a wonderful opportunity for us. That's there's no, let's not be coy with it. That's the best team in the conference. They're national runner-up last year, and we got to be ready. We got to be ready to play. I know we'll be ready to play. Be ready to compete. I think the biggest thing is when other teams make runs, whether we're already up a lot or that they extend the lead on us, I think we just have to understand that you got to keep plugging away, and have faith in our spurt ability. We have serious spurt ability. We go 9-0, 10-0, 12-0 runs. I think that's probably the most important thing. It's not about Augusta. We're not focusing on. Obviously we're preparing for them, but like my mentality, my message to the team has nothing to do with this is Augusta. Oh my gosh, it's not that. They know what it is. They're number 10 in the nation. It is what it is. And you got to bring it every night in the Peach Belt, regardless who the opponent is. I think specifically on the road at Augusta, it's even more so. The truth remains, even more so, that you got to have the proper mental toughness when things go awry, and then have the belief in what we've proven to be able to do all year, that we can go fill it up in bunches, and we can sit and we can guard, we can play fast, we can play slow. Just have that faith when things go awry across the board, from myself all the way down. It's probably the most important thing that we got to make sure we're honed in on mentally.
Coach, we wish you the best of luck on Wednesday against Augusta. Remember that you can listen to that on the PBC Sports Network. I'll be on the radio call alongside Landon King, so you can listen to the Bearcat Broadcasting Network at Augusta. Coach, thank you for your time as always, and thank you for watching the Bearcat Coaches Show.